say?
Yes, yeah, morning. Yeah, and hello, membership to my girlfriends in your studio and to that I have go and that I have peace.
At the moment, there is no lady in the studio. So who is that girlfriend you're talking about?
And you remember your corner Empress, no lady at the car.
Empress King.
And you're from Empress. Nobody about one.
All right. Now, George, great. Congratulations to Chatterhouse and to the board for the last Friday's nominations party or nominees party. It was and the decor and the place, the sound, the light, the quality of people who came and everything. It was on point. So once again, congratulations to you and your team.
Sammy, the Lord works in mysterious ways. We'll give him glory to each and every day. So that you call it beautiful decor was an incomplete setup any idea because it was actually supposed to be a dome. But we ran out of time in setting it up, so we just decided to make it a decor and make it part of the whole fun. I revealed the secret. So,
as a matter of fact, Arnold Elevano Mesa said something that when we entered it, he said that he felt there was a tent on top of it, but then there was nothing like that. So I'm sure this is...
be a tent on top of it, but we ran out of time, so we just decided to go without it. Best out of what we had.
Every mistake is a new start, like they say.
Amen.
George, so let's talk about the changes in this year's Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. What are some of the pointers you can give to us to follow?
Well, to start with, there are a few new categories. There's a category that is here to stay, which is the Best African Collaboration. And the basic idea for that is to create an award that would inspire collaboration among Ghanaian acts and other acts, first off on the continent and hopefully beyond the continent. We believe if we intend to take our music beyond borders, one of the best pipelines is collaboration. So we'd like to encourage our artists to collaborate more with other brands from other countries. That is one. And then, of course, once every 10 years, we introduce the Artist of the Decade category. So again, this year, there will be an Artist of the Decade category. It hasn't been unveiled yet because the board has not finished its work yet. Research is still heavily ongoing in that arena. So the Artist of the Decade category and the Lifetime Achievement categories will both be announced before the end of April. And
sorry, let me come in here. The Artist of the Decade category is obviously going to be different from the Artist of the Year category.
The Artist of the Decade is going to be different from the Artist of the Year. Definition states clearly that it is somebody who has been around at least over the last 10 years in the music industry, must have released at least a hit single or album over the last decade. Of course, the influence and the public appeal all do come in. And generally, I mean, the board is also clearly aware that it is difficult for any one artist all over the world to stay on top consistently for 10 years. So there are considerations. If you've done maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, thereabouts, yeah, it's considerable. Yeah, so that is also going to be totally different from the Artist of the Year, which focuses just on work done in the previous year. This one is looking at the work done over the last decade. So that is a...
Perfect.
Of course, it was 10 years ago, and I think it was won by Kuuku. See who's going to win it after Kuuku.
Okay. So you have selected nominees for that category as well?
Like I said, it's not finished yet. There is still work going on. 10 years in that form. That is how come that one has not been unveiled. But rest assured, it will be unveiled before the end of April. Yeah. With the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Any other change we need to know?
Yes, so far these are the new additions, and then the Industry Awards, of course, is coming back. The Industry Awards is coming back this year, and will be held, I think, 2 nights before the main event. And then the VGMA Experience concert, which also replaces the Celebrations concert, which hitherto was about 2 weeks after the final event. But this one is happening on the eve of the event, so it's like a night before the main event. That is the VGMA Experience concert, and most likely at the Independence Square here in Accra. So these are some of the new perks and additions that are coming in this year. Of course, we're all aware that Nominees Jam is going to be in Kumasi, God willing, on the 6th of April. And the VGMA would break shortly, and then would start preparing to bring Osekum to a standstill. Yes, and then the others are just the nominations. Let's give big thanks to the research team, the board, and everybody that contributed in giving us this research, the document that was put out last Friday.
Now, has voting lines been open now?
Voting lines officially would open by Wednesday latest.
Wednesday.
The lines are all being tested. They have been, they were finished as of last Friday, but a few technical errors were noticed. So they are being tested as we speak. And then there could also be an app that would also allow patrons to vote on the app. So they are merging and trying to sync it all to ensure that when it is announced by Wednesday, everybody can vote. Who knows? It might even be earlier than Wednesday because they are working round the clock. They worked all through the weekend, and they are still working as we speak. So latest by Wednesday, but it could be earlier. Then voting lines would officially open, and all the individual artworks would be given to all the artists so they can do their own voting as well.
So no one should vote now because I hear some people have started campaigning previously for votes.
No, because officially the lines haven't opened yet.
That's great. That's great.
There's one error I wanted to clear if you have time, and I can quickly do that.
Yeah, we have some 5 minutes.
Caught a little bit of Kuuku's manager's interview. And just as I was having a chat with Kuuku somewhere else over the weekend, his manager has told a blatant lie. Nobody from Charterhouse would call you to say you have been nominated, so come for the nominees announcement party, because the people that are on the protocol team are not on the board, and they themselves do not know who has been nominated and who has not been nominated. I mean, if it were so, what were people like Sisi Chum doing there? What were they doing there? I mean, there were so many other musicians that were there in the house that really didn't have any nominations. They themselves didn't even release works in the year and the review, but they were all there. So please, I know that if you want to be nominated, naturally, if I were a musician and I worked, I'd also want to be nominated. But the fact that I wasn't nominated doesn't mean that I should come out and peddle lies. It is an adult doesn't do that. A responsible adult doesn't do that. So let us all try to be responsible and let's speak truth at all times. You can even chastise the board for failing to recognize your works, but do not come out and tell lies. Nobody. I was there when Kuuku was called myself. I know exactly.
Hello? Alright, so Sammy is there. Try to get Johnny Quaye back to wrap up the interview and to wrap up the show. Yes, another artist of the decade.
The artist of the decade, just as I was saying.
You know, so you were doing some Shatawale
yes,
discussion.
Yes.
Does it fall here?
It falls there.
It falls under the artist of the decade. The artist of the year.
Yes.
No,
but I was looking at.
So does it mean now you don't think Shatawale will win again?
No, he still has to win. No, he has to win. It's for him.
So for me, obviously, Dan is campaigning for Stonebwoy.
No, I'm not. But not to say I'm campaigning. He deserves it.
Well, fair enough. So does Shatter. Because if you look at Shatter's works last year, Stonebwoy's pale his works pale in the face of what Shatter did last year. Let's look at the hits he brought out, Green Book, My Level, and all that. So obviously, well, name the shows. Name which ones were sold out.
Stonebwoy shows. Stonebwoy played Bonobium concert at the West Hills Mall, medical show at the West Hills, Sukumu Odra Festival, Stonebwoy live in Sugakupe, Legon SRC Youth Celebration, Afrobeat Experience at the Temabiana, Beam Concert, Ashama to the World, Samini Fest, December to Remember, Reggae Sam Fest, Summer Jam, Jambana Festival, One African Music Festival, Stonebwoy live in concert, Italy, Enter the Dance Hall, Best of the Best, Stonebwoy live in
Reggae.
No, these are the shows he played, not cancelled. These were all played shows.
Talking about shows
he played, yeah, Place on the Hills and Gomwa Afrante Festival. These are the shows Stonebwoy played last year.
Well, fair enough.
Okay.
And he had hit songs. He did international collaborations.
I want to be a good boy this time. Unfortunately, my time is up. I couldn't even continue with the interview. I want to take a job quick, but then tomorrow.
So I'm also going to do a compilation of Shatter's performances last year. Next time when we sit, we'll compare.
I come together with the NDC.
Oh no,
it looks as that because
me, I'm neutral. I mean,
I'm also neutral.
I love Stonebwoy as much as I love Shatter.
I'm also neutral, but I'm being real. That Stonebwoy deserves it.
Okay. So that Hafko has sent me something. Maybe tomorrow when he comes here, we will that discussion. Here, as Kuuku also wants to talk. Ras, tomorrow I'm going to give you that space to do that. George Quaye, once again, sorry for that interaction in our conversation. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Please forgive me. So let me say thank you to you for staying tuned to Zylofon 102.1. And again, you can also tell someone that Zylofon FM is up for business once again. So come to our office and let's buy. And the rest of the program should be coming your way after me. Ghana Agenda with Kwame and Padu be coming right at 11:30. Black Rasta, the rental car also sits at 2 p.m. to give you the taxi driver. And again at 6 p.m. The Zylofon Sports Part 2 will also be coming your way. And from 7 p.m. Serious Music Business K, the KAY and DJ Ashwin will also be coming your way. Let me say thank you to my production team this morning. Great guys I have been with all this while. And I believe you have started your week with us. Going to stay with us throughout. Tell them we are back for our space. Thank you to me, Ashley, Mr. Massive, aka the Lion. The Lion. Anthony Sapon is based with Ataji and Quick, where the audio technicians are power receiver. And with DJ Q, the news review team and press meter, and Odd Mason and Daniel Kobe Che, production supporters Abigail the Great, or Marie Kobe. And I also want to say good morning to Gina Dubin from my DJ. Is the DJ sticker, video production by K-Boy Multimedia. Thanks, K-Boy Multimedia. And also to you, hey, good morning to you, Frederick Watson, Mr. at my garage, Lupe at North Kanishi. Officer, my orange car, that is the version of that. I think it's been long I take my oil. I have to come this week. So you give me best oil in town. My garage, good morning to you. And to other workers there. I want to remember one name there of Napu. Okay. Good morning. Tomorrow we will meet again at 7 a.m. My name is Sammy Flex. DJ Sticker is next.